वहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। समस्त जन कल्याण निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्म विद्वरम्।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहिनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला। अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तककेशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेशरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम्। लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगा। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। नमस्कारं मम।
Thank you, thank you. Out of the 6 topics Arjuna has asked Lord Krishna, we have completed 3 topics: Kshetram, Kshetrajnaha, Jnanam. Now the 3 remaining is Jneyam, Purushaha, Prakritihi. Now we are on the topic of Jneyam. Jneyam Brahma. There are 6 slokas starting from 13th sloka up to 19th. I'll read sloka number 13. Jneyam yattat pravashyami यज्ञात्वा अमृतम अश्नुते अनादिमत् परम ब्रह्म न सत्तत् नासतत् मुच्यते न सत् न असत् उच्यते सर्वतः पाणिपादं तत् सर्वतो क्षितिरोमुखं सर्वतः सुविमन् लोके सर्वमावृत्य तिष्ठति सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाभासं सर्वेन्द्रिय विवर्जितम् असक्तं सर्वभृत्यैव निर्गुणं गुणभोक्तृ च बहिरन्तच्च भूतानाम् अचरं चरमेव च सूक्ष्मत्वात् तदविज्ञेयं दूरस्थं च अन्तिके च यत् अविभक्तं च भूतेषु विभक्तमिव च स्थितं भूतभर्तृ च तज्ञेयं ग्रसिष्णु प्रभविष्णु च ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं कृति सर्वस्य तिष्ठितम् इति क्षेत्रं तदा ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं योक्तं समासतः मद्भक्त एतत् विज्ञाय मद्भावयोपपद्यते मद्भावः उपपद्यते. So these are the 6 slokas. This is the topic of Jnayam. Jnayam Brahma. It is one of the toughest and difficult to grasp. It needs tremendous amount of practice and contemplation. We are only trying to understand what is Jnayam Brahma. Jnayam Brahma is the universal truth which one has to assimilate. And here Krishna says, if you know Jnayam Brahma, yat jnatva amritam ashnute. Yat jnatva means once you know this Jnayam Brahma, you get amritatvam. Amritatvam means immortality, free from mortality. Amritatvam, that is the benefit. The entire universe has come from this Brahman. There was nothing other than Brahma in the beginning of the creation. What is Brahman? Jnayam Brahma. If I have to draw a circle, I should have a point, center point. And based on the center point, depending upon the length of the radius, I go on drawing circles. Various circles, various sizes, smaller to medium to larger. And that is this Brahman. Center is the Brahman. So the entire creation, what we are seeing, the so-called Jagat, or the objects, or the sentient human beings, we are all part of the Brahman. Nothing is away from Brahman. So if you look any object, Brahman is there. Brahman is called Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam, Brahma. Satyam means existence, Jnanam means the one to be known, consciousness, and Anandam means infinite. Easy to preach, but very difficult to implement. So, Jnayam Brahma. That's why in the last session, I took 2 topics. One is existence. The existence is only Brahman. No other existence. Here the existence means you write the E with capital. E with capital. The small e, existence, is what we are seeing. See this existence. The pot exists, the man exists, the animal exists, the mountain exists, the table exists. So these are all existence. That's why I gave the example of a fat man. Fat is adjective. Guna, qualities. And man is noun. Noun is the substance. And that substance is existence. So if I say fat man, there are two things. One adjective which is qualifying the man, and the other is the noun, that is a substance. Now when I said golden bangle, golden means made of gold. Now this is the adjective. Golden is the adjective. Bangle is the noun. Is there any existence for bangle? No. Because it is only a nama rupa. Whereas golden, that gold is existence. Gold exists in all periods of time. As far as the gold is concerned. So golden bangle means golden is adjective, but here it is a substance. And bangle is a noun, and that is a namarupa. So you can see the difference between fat man and golden bangle. What do we see in this example? The adjectives, the qualities can be interchanged. And the noun also can be interchanged. Now, how do I go from here to existence? We always say, the world exists. Existent world. Jagat. Existent world. So existent is the adjective and world is the object. Now, so existent world means the adjective and the noun. The noun represents a quality and the adjective represents a permanent Brahman status, existence. Jnayam Brahma is Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam. Satyam is existence. Jnanam is consciousness. So when I say existent world, the Satyam is existent. Sat. Satyam. Whereas Jnanam, Satyam, existing world is then becomes a noun and it does not qualify any substance. It is only a nama rupa, name and form. So what do we understand from this? If existence is adjective and indicates a substance, then the noun represents not a substance. The world is not a substance. World is mithya. So existent world means existent is satyam, sat, and world is mithya. So satya mithya jnanam. That is why the example was fat man, okay, golden bangle. So the golden there represents existence, gold, and bangle is Namarupa. If a thief goes to a jewelry shop in the night to steal all these things, he will pick up only, there are various golden ornaments as well as sculptures are made, and he will pick up only Ravana, because Ravana has got 10 heads. So the weight is more. He knows that these images are made out of gold, so the heavier the gold, the maximum is my profit. He will not go for a ring or a bangle. Now what happens is, the confusion between the substance and quality gets interchanged. Today we are all, in the case of fat man, man means noun. So we are concentrating on the man. We are not concentrating on the quality. Our attention should get focused from Nama-rupa to existence. Nama-rupa to existence is our attempt to, from the study of scriptures. But this Nama-rupa involvement, like, bangle, ring, chain, all these things are, I won't say permanently impregnated, but we have been trained in that fashion. So our vision should go to the gold, substance, not from the Namarupa. And this is the work of Maya. I told you Maya is one who creates this magic of shifting our attention from substance to Namarupa. Substance to Namarupa is always our vision. So we should, the Upanishads only telling that you shift your vision from Namarupa to substance. And what is the substance here? Existent Brahma, Nyayam Brahma. Whatever objects we see in the world, we have two visions. One is the vision of substance, and the other is the vision of Namarupa. I give one example. Some toys have been made out of sugar. And the toys are made of different shapes and forms. Lion, a dog, a sheep, tiger, all these shapes. A child went to the shop and he wanted a toy of lion because he is fond of lions. Another child says, I want a toy of tiger. That means according to our individual vasanas, we go and pick up. The child's vision is on the shape, Namarupa. So his teacher comes and tells, yes, the sugar is the base and out of which all these toys are made. Sugar is the base, and out of which all the toys are made. So the vision of the child is Nama Rupa, shapes and forms. But if you ask the child, what do you want to experience? He said sugar. So that means he has a basic knowledge of sugar also. But he is not concentrating on that vision, sugar vision. He is concentrating on the Nama Rupa. So the teacher comes and tells, yes, you said all these toys are made out of sugar. So the child is very happy. The teacher has accepted my statement that sugar is the basic and the toys are the Namarupa. And the man says, the teacher says, that even if you take a lion or a tiger or a dog, you are ultimately getting only sugar. So he is trying to change his vision from Namarupa to substance. Then the child understands, because they are in the same frequency, sugar frequency. Similarly here, we have, when I say existing world, the world is Namarupa, Mithya, Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. This is what Upanishad says. So we are shifting our vision to Brahman. But today, our vision is only on Namarupa. And because this is Janma Janmantarma, and the vision அப்படியே இருக்கு. So to shift that vision to Brahman is what the Upanishad is talking about. That's why I gave the example of this fat man, golden bangle, to arrive at that everything is depending upon the Jnayam Brahma. Jnayam Brahma is Sat Brahma, Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. Satyam Brahma is the one which we should understand. But we are far away from that Satyam Brahma, because we are only looked at the glamour of the world. We are not going into the depth of the world. So this is one topic. Second topic is, there is to understand Brahman, Jnayam Brahma, you cannot directly understand from a book or a guru's teaching or from a theory, but you have to contemplate yourself, because you are that Brahman. Tati Tvam Asi. You are that Brahman. When you are the subject, how can you understand? Only an object can be understood by other methods. If the objects are existing, I can understand. But when you are the seeker, and you are the seer. So seeker and seer are same. That means they are one and the same. Jnayam Brahma. And that is why the Mahavakya came, Tati Tvam Asi. Tati Tvam Asi. You are that. You means that existence, you are that consciousness. So existence, consciousness go always together, because the consciousness is illumining that existence. That consciousness is illumining the existence. Example, you have the eyes. With the eyes, you are able to see objects outside. If your mind, which is the illuminating factor, is not behind the eyes, what happens? No vision takes place. If your mind is not behind the eyes, no vision will take place, no perception will take place. So your attempt should be to bring the mind behind the eyes, and then the eyes get illumined, and then that illumination picks up the knowledge of the shape, Namarupa, and it becomes a thought in your mind, and that is called vritti, and that vritti is illumined by this Chidabhasa, because mind has an ability to reflect the consciousness. Mind has the ability to reflect the consciousness. So consciousness is Chit. Chit directly is not illumining the senses. The senses are illumined by Chidabhasa, reflected consciousness, because it has got a capacity to reflect. This is one of the subtle subjects. To give an example, you take a light. In the room, in the night, you put the light on, and the light is falling on your hand. The light is falling on your hand. And the hand, you are aware of the hand after that. If the light is not there, you are not aware of the hand. If the light is there, you are aware of the hand. So, the light illumines the hand. Two things. If I ask you, in the room, the light is there illumining the hand. If I ask you, what do you see here? We will all say hand, hand, hand. But the Guru says, no, there is something more there. What is that? You find out. Then he comes to know that there is a light also. So your attention is going where? Only on the hand, not on the light. So light, attention should go, your attention should go to the light, and you should remove the hand. And this is what is called as Adhyaropa Apavada principle. Adhyaropa Apavada principle. Adhyaropa means you superimpose on the base. You superimpose on the base, on Brahman, Ayam Brahman, all the elements of your body, sense organs and all that, and then you remove, like I remove the hand. If I remove the hand, then I will be able to, I should see the light, but I won't be able to see because there is no reflecting medium like hand to show the light. To make a clearer example, you take a rope in the evening when there is dim light, you see the rope as a snake. Rope as the snake. So what we have done, we have superimposed the snake on the rope. Rope is the other adhisthana, base. So the rope, if we are superimposing the snake on the rope, and then our vision is on the snake, and our vision is not on the snow, on the rope. So the Guru says, if he says that I see only a rope, I don't see a snake, then the Shishya will say, oh, what a wonderful situation. The Shishya is seeing the snake and Guru seeing the rope. That means he has Advaitam has come. Rope is there and the snake is there. But the Shishya should explain to the Guru should explain to the Shishya that the snake which you see is the rope. That the snake which you see as the rope is really rope only, not snake. Now you see the Shishya understand the Guru also says that snake. I mean, both of them are on the same platform. Then the Shishya will understand, yes, Guru understands me, and then Guru will tell him there is only rope there. The snake is superimposed. That is Adhyaropam. And then the snake is removed by the Guru. That is Apavadam. Adhyaropam, Apavadam. If you say the snake and the Guru says rope, there the Dvaitam comes. Confusion comes. So this is the method adopted by Upanishads to explain Brahman. Because we cannot explain Brahman directly, because that is me. When I am the seeker and I am the sought after item, there's nothing, there's only one possibility. That is both of them are same, one and the same. Because pure existence, pure consciousness, we can never see. Because we are ourselves that consciousness and such existence. This is what they are trying to explain in these 6 slokas. So, Adhyaropa Abhavada method. To see one more example, you see a cinema screen, you go to a cinema, picture house, and there is a white screen. And on the white screen, the film is projected, and you will see various types of images on the screen. It's a live experience because the consciousness is also, light is there, because of that. There's a movie like where the war is taking place, shooting is taking place. Then there's a movie called where the ship is sinking, and we see that everything is wet, totally wet. And at the end of the movie, when the cinema is over, you will see again only a white screen. But screen is required to project the cinema. But screen is not attached to the cinema, to any characters of the cinema. So that means the base screen is required to project the cinema, and once the cinema's projection is over, then the screen remains as it is. You don't use it. Suppose a Titanic ship or something where there's a lot of water, you don't use a dryer to dry the screen for the next show. No. It is absolutely Brahman, Nyayam Brahman is similar to that. We have an apparent vision. It is participating in all our activities, but it is not participating. It is attached as well as detached. Asakta, it will come in one of the slokas. Asakta means attached. Unattached means not attached at all. So these paradoxical statements can be explained only by Adhyaropa Apavada method. And Upanishad is using this for a number of cases. So we will see in the next 5 slokas, they will superimpose our sense organs on the Brahman, and we feel that Brahman is acting. But next word he will say, I am not attached. I am not the sense organs. An example, Sarvadaha Padipadam Sat Sarvado Chitiro Mukam Sarvada Sudiman Loke Sarvam Avartya Tishtati. He says, we have Brahman with all the hands of the world, all the faces of the world, all the ears of the world, and all the ears of the world, and they are all pervaded by Brahman. Next line he says, Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. That means all the sense organs are shining. But then he says, Sarvendriya Vivarjitam. Sarvendriya Vivarjitam means Brahman has no sense organs. First he says, Brahman has got all the sense organs available. Next line, next word he uses, I have no sense organs. This is called a paradoxical statement. So that means, if you really know Brahman, Brahman is Nirgunam. Nirgunam means without any gunas, attributes, and without any avayava, niravayava. So the method adopted by Upanishad is, you superimpose something on the base and remove it. Like I told you in the example of light. The light illumines the hand. Hand is there. And then I remove apavatam. I remove the hand. And you cannot say the light is not there. Light is there very much. Because the only thing is the reflecting media is not there. If the reflecting media, you put the hand again, the hand will be shining. And this light is not intrinsic of the hand. If it is intrinsic of the hand, then wherever the hand goes, it will be illumining that area. So this is a fallacy. It is only incidental, but there is no bondage between the light and the hand. It is only pervading. It is very, very important to understand, because we always feel the light is, what is the distance between the light and the skin, which is illumining the body, hand? Negligible. It is there, closely, but not associated. That is because of Sushmatvat. Sushmatvat means subtle, subtlest. So he says, Sarvadaha Panipadam Sat Sarvado Shishi Ro Mukam. Akshi means eyes. Mukam means face, mouth. Sarvadaha Sujiman Loke. Sujiman Loke means all ears, all the ears. Sarvam Avritya Tishtati. Avritya means pervading. So that's what I said in the beginning. The Brahman, Nyayam Brahman, he is our core. Core means the innermost part. The core is the innermost part. What the scientists have done, as I told you in the last class, scientists has analyzed to arrive at the core of Brahman. So they started with material. There are 110 or 120 elements. Elements are nothing but molecules. Then the molecules are nothing but atoms. And then atoms in motion is what we see as activities manifesting outside. And then from the atom they said particles. And then they came with neutron, proton, and then ultimately they said it was energy. That means they have only touched the surface of this Brahman, Nyayam Brahman. They have to dive deep so far away. Because as I told you, the seeker and the seeked object, they are one and the same. So scientists could not still understand what is Brahman, Nyayam Brahman. Whereas our Upanishad has declared 5,000, 6,000 years back that Nyayam Brahman is the core. And all the worldly objects has come from that Nyayam Brahman. So here, as I told you, the Apavada, Adhyaropa Apavada, next sloka, that is 15. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. Sarva Indriya Gunabhasam. The illumination of all the Indriyas. Sarvendriya Vivarjitam. So first we have superimposed, then you remove it. And Sarvendriya Guna Asaktam Sarvam Bhutchaiva. Asaktam means totally detached. Sarva Bhutchaiva. I am the supporter of all the heroes, total universe. Nirgunam Gunabhoktracha. Nirgunam means without any attributes. And Gunabhoktracha. I am also with attributes. It's like, when you are seeing a drama, in the drama what they do is, they pick up, because there are some few people joined together and they have a story, and then they have various type of actors, and one man is picked up to play the role of a king. And what do? They pick that man and they give the king's dress, attire, and then he has been given certain words to talk about, and then he acts. And at the end of the drama, this man goes to the green room and removes all his attire, and he becomes original person. So we are seeing day-to-day affair, we are seeing this Adhyaropam Apavadam. So we have to go beyond this Adhyaropa Apavadam. Again, if you look at our eyes, in the Kena Upanishad, it is said, Srotrasya Srotram, Chakshusha Chakshusha. Chakshusha Chakshusha means eye of the eyes. What is the meaning eye of the eyes? In our human being, we have a golakam, a hole, where the eyes are located. And behind the golakam, our sense organ, sight, sense organ, eyes are there. Eyes are the Jnanendriya, which is certain, which we cannot perceive. And the golakam is used to project, like a camera. So the golakam gets the status of an eye because of what? The mind is behind the golakam. Mind is the one which awareness, consciousness, or illumination to the golakam, eyes. So the status of eye is given by the mind. the illumination of the mind. Everywhere the same thing, all the sense organs. Ears also get the status. Because you may have the ears, but if the hearing capacity is not behind the ears, what is the use of the ears? That is why Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam means the status for the Golakam, eye as eye, ears as ears, are all given by the illumination of the mind. Because mind has got the capacity of to borrow the consciousness, original consciousness, and use that for reflection purpose. So we take another example. There is 100 pots are there. The sun is shining in the afternoon. The water in the pots are all absolutely smooth surface, no waves. And then we see the reflected sun in each of these pots. So if there are 100 pots, there are 100 suns. But really speaking, there is no 100 suns. There's only one sun. And the reflection is taking place. And if there's a small movement on the surface of the water, we find that the reflected sun also moves according to that one. This we see every day, everywhere. Now what happens is, if you ask that reflected sun, who are your parents? From where you came? And that reflected sun will say, my origin is from that reflecting medium, the surface of the water. He is not aware of the original sun. If the reflecting medium is removed, the sun is also gone. Reflected sun is also gone. But the original sun remains as it is. Similarly, the Jnayam Brahman is there all the time, and the reflection of the Jnayam Brahman is using the Maya principle. Maya. In the case of Brahman, Maya. And Maya has the power of creation. It can create. It has three gunas. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo guna. Three gunas. And these three gunas, Sattva guna gives jnanam, Rajo guna gives action, Tamo guna gives laziness, sleep, ignorance. So a combination of these three are superimposed. This Maya depends on Brahman. If Brahman is gone, if Maya is gone, Brahman is not affected. Brahman remains as it is. Brahmashrita Maya, that's what the Upanishad says. So in every case you see, the Adhisthanam, the base remains as it is. That is Jnayam Brahma. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. So to know the pure consciousness or pure existence, we cannot do directly. We have to use only an indirect method. That means you superimpose something and remove later. That is the only method by which we can understand. Because that seeker is Tate Tvam Asi. I am that Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. So these are the two Mahavakyas which are used to help us at least to see whether I can see my true consciousness. Because I am the consciousness, so how can I see? There was an example of two people traveling from Delhi to Chennai. And one fellow has just removed quite a lot of money from the bank. And the other fellow has seen he is withdrawing that money. So he also became a companion to him. And they were sitting in a coupe. Two people can sit in that compartment, in that room. And then before the night, the rich man who has taken the money, he was counting the money. That means the money is with him. And when this other fellow goes to the toilet, bathroom, he kept the money in some place. And next day morning, when that fellow again went to bathroom, he removed the money and started counting. In the whole night, this so-called thief has searched all the place, because this man was, the rich man was totally relieved because he has kept it in a place where he cannot find out, and he had a good sleep. And next day morning, he took out that money and then started counting. This fellow was wonderstruck. Where has he kept the money? I have searched all the place in the compartment, train compartment. Whereas this fellow is waking up in the morning and taking up the money and counting. Ultimately, that man asked him, "Where did you keep the money?" The money was kept below the pillow of that fellow, because that is the only place where he will not search, because that is you. See, now we can see the paradox of the situation. The Atma is so near to you, Brahman, and that Brahman, without that Brahman, you don't have a status of a human being. Because if that Brahman is gone, then you are a dead body, inert, and then you will not call it as a living body. It is a dead body. So similarly here, even though the money was kept below the pillow of that fellow, he is not searching that place. Because we are similar to that, we are also not searching our Brahman. We search everywhere, all over the place. But we forgot to search that particular place. So Brahman is very near to you, and the Brahman is very far away to you. The Brahman is very near to you, the fellow who has got jnanam, and the Brahman is far away from you, that is the fellow who has got ajnanam. So that's what Krishna says in the 13th sloka. Yajñātva amrutam asnute. Yajñātva. If you know this, then you get immortality. Today we are mortal. We are suffering right from the day, from the birth till the death. We have various types of sorrows, problems, samsara problems. That's called samsara. But if you have this jnanam, then you know you are not the body. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham asat srotra chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. So that realization should come. I have tried my level best to explain the intricacies and subtleties of this topic. I am also on the lookout of the same. I am still not able to grasp it. Trying my level best, contemplate, talk with people, understand the thing, and because if I know what is Brahma, Jnayam Brahma, then I am already a Jnani. Today I am one like all of you. But the only thing is I am trying my level best to understand what is what. So next class, the remaining 3 slokas. As I told you, we got sloka number 13 to 19. I have completed 13, 14 and 15. And the remaining 16 to 19, we would like to hear Sri Natarajan maybe whether he can make it more clearer than what I have said. And we will wait for the next session of Sri Natarajan. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama.